Hello, welcome back. RealCopStoriesVideos.com, over 360 cop stories. Look them up, 7, 8, 9 minutes. Content, gross alerts, vice, gangs, narcotics, foot pursuits, vehicle pursuits, all kinds of neat stuff. Please look them up. In addition to that, we're coming up probably at 200 questions and answers. Ask me a question, I'll respond, and then we'll do it on tape. If you ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com, and I'll answer you. Now, I can't answer this one because they asked me, how do you retrain a recruit out of the academy? Whoa, boy. That's a lot of stuff here. I don't know what tape I'm on, but it's a lot. Now we'll go to pursuits. And you see them on TV all the time, and boy, you talk about for moving parts for everyone. Supervisors, policemen, backup, helicopter. I was going to go down to me and my partner, okay? I'm going to tell you how a pursuit goes with a tenured officer, equal rank with me, another trained officer, and how we're going to do it with a recruit, okay? If you watch these videos, you'll see the complete difference of the two. For a lot of strain on the trained officers. Not just me, the other trained officer, he's with him too. It's usually trained officer and a recruit, and then that officer takes off, another trained officer comes up to the recruit, he's off, two trained officers work together, it rotates, these three people, rotates. So he's with them, I'm with them, with the recruit. Okay, so now, routine patrol, I hate to say routine patrol, we're on patrol, I'm driving, and my tenured officer is my partner. Okay, car blows a red light, we run the plate. Now in the old days, it took a while to get the plates back. Nowadays they have computers, they plug it in, and then instantaneously you get a disposition on the plate. Not those days. So what you did was you saw the car blow a red light, you run the plate, and you back down a little bit. Or we're both doing 30, but you back down just to see watch him, I'm watching him, he's running the vehicle, he's watching him, he's writing down the license plate on a pad. Okay, and then we wait for the return. And all we have is a ticket. Okay. So then sometimes she comes back, sometimes she didn't. And sometimes you get impatient. We're human beings, we've gone a block, 2 blocks. Let's just pull them over. Okay, let's pull them over. So we light them up. 99.9% of the time, he pulls over. Okay. 0.1% of the time, we're off to the races. And I'll tell you one of the pursuits we had. Going along, it's an old car that he's driving, like a 63 or something Chevy, I don't know what it was. And so blows a red light. We waited about 2 blocks. Radio hasn't come back yet. Now let's run him. Let's stop him. Okay. So I put the reds on. He's got the microphone in case. In case. Here's the in case. Takes off. Okay. We're on it now, man. So I take off. Now he takes over. I'm there to drive. Okay. Partner's tenured. He gets the microphone. He's broadcasting we're in pursuit. Gives a direction northbound Soto Street. Vehicle license so-and-so. Description. How many people in the car, if we can see how many people are in the car, because he's rapidly coming out here. And he has to be, unlike the way I'm talking now, he has to be very clear and precise because she has to regurgitate this back out over the air for our backup and a helicopter. So he's telling them everything. Basically it goes this speed. Northbound Soda Street, license number 123 NOW, 63 lowered Chevy, blue painting, primer on the right, possibly 2 male Hispanics drive in the vehicle. We're northbound now, and we're passing 8th Street. Okay, it all comes out like that. So I'm driving, I'm on him, man. I'm trying to keep as close as I can without crashing into him, but I don't want to get too far away. So I'm on him. Look, in those days, we had pretty good police cars. We had an era there where a rabbit could have beat me. That's how bad those cars were. Okay, but this was a pretty good one. So I'm on him. Okay, we're driving. He's calling off side streets. Passing Chicago, passing St. Louis. Now remember these pursuits that I was in, and most of the urban ones, if you're in the urban area of Los Angeles, I think the fastest pursuit I ever was in is 35 miles an hour. Okay, you see these ones on TV where Maricopa County, Arizona, where they're doing 125 miles an hour down the freeway. No. Now once in a while, one of them I got on a freeway and we're doing about 70 or 80, but then they got off the freeway because they live there. They don't want to go too far away from where their house is. You see a lot of pursuits on TV. They're doing circles because they live there. They know where they're going, so they're not going to get too far away. Okay, so that's probably one that I might have gone over 50. Most of them are 30, 35, because remember now, you're only going like 3 blocks, right turn, 2 blocks, left turn. So you can't go very fast. And those older cars that they're driving can't go that fast. Our cars can go fast, but, you just keep on them. It's just, so. And a little side note here, believe it or not, I've had pursuits there. I had pursuits in the black area. This is Hispanic. 90% of the pursuits, people give their signal. They give their signal when they make the turn. Figure that out. I watched one the other night on Cops. I told my wife, look at that. Look at that. He's giving his signals. She goes, oh my gosh, I don't know what that's all about. Okay. That's a weird phenomenon. Ask any cop that's had a number of pursuits, and he'll tell you probably over half of them, not 2/3 of them, they gave the signal, directional signal. Weird. Okay, anyway, that's offside note. Okay, so now we're in pursuit. Remember, I'm driving, he's broadcasting, calling off streets. I'm making a left turn, making a right turn, and I'm looking up at the street signs too, just to make sure I know where I'm at in case he gets hurt. He's calling it out anyway, but still, we're working as a team now. Both of us had like 6-7 years on. We've done hundreds of these. We're ready to go here. This is what we do. I'm looking for pedestrians getting in the way. I'm looking for children. I am looking for animals, but I'm not going to swerve way out of a dog. I'm sorry. I'm busy protecting human life. I'm not going to kill myself trying to get out of the way of fluffies that run across the street. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. So, pursue. Most of them go 2-3 minutes max. Then we're very long. 3. Okay. I look in the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror. I see backup coming. Backup's coming. Okay, fine. And then you hear the helicopter. I'm over there. I'm over the head. What's your shop number? Well, all our cars had a number on the roof, 3 big numbers, and that way he can see where all these cars are. And so I give him like 012. I gotcha. So he's trying to find the car that I'm chasing. But it's easier to find the black and white with the number on the roof. Then he just looks in front. It makes a lot of sense. But I gotcha. Okay, fine. So he's telling him, okay, when the car, if they bail, we're taking the driver. Okay, I got you. Then the helicopter says, we'll go with you, and we'll keep an eye on the passenger. We're already working this thing because we're pros at this. Okay, so let's say this one was not a foot pursuit. Okay, so the guy finally he pulls over, and this is before pit maneuvers. This is before spike strips. This is the old school. You just drive until he runs out of gas or he crashes. Okay, but this one, the one I'm telling you about, was an old car, and he was kind of doing this. And I don't do this with him. I'm just going straight line. If I have to turn, I'll turn. If I have to move, I'll move. Because when you do this, that's what happens. You watch all the time these crooks, they try to make too many maneuvers on the freeway. They overdrive, oversteer, they're gone. Okay? You don't want to do that. You don't follow him. You follow the path, but you don't do what he's doing. That's ridiculous. Okay? Because you might lose your center of gravity, so to speak. So I'm on him. He's like this, and then he pulled to the curve. Well, unfortunately, he hit the curve too hard and blew out the tire, and the wheel mashed and came off. And of course, he's done. Okay? So we come up behind another police car comes up on the sidewalk. Another one over here. All the guns are out. And these 2 little Latin guys, hands are everywhere. They're coming out the sides, and I'm yelling in Spanish. First I yell in English, get no response. Okay, my partner was a Caucasian guy. He has a shotgun out, and I'm yelling in English. And then my partner's screaming, "Ah, car!" And I'm yelling, they don't speak English, And of course he yells a bunch of F-bombs like they should be. Okay, whatever. This is an English lesson, okay? But he's right. They should be. But anyway, so now I'm screaming in Spanish. And sure enough, that gets a response out of him, I might have said something like, if you don't come out of the car, I'm going to shoot you. That might have got a response. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was pretty strong, okay? So the driver, he reaches outside. Tell him to reach outside, hold it from the outside. Reach outside. He actually throws himself on the street. He doesn't want nothing to do with any bullets. You can tell that. He just wants to get down, okay? And the other guy was kind of hesitant, and 2 other Latin officers ran up, and they kind of did it a little brash, I guess you'd call it. I would have waited till everybody came back, but as we got the driver down, these guys rushed the car because they could see the other passenger hanging out with his hand, so they figured that was okay. Of course, it's all a chain reaction. As they run up to grab the passenger, these guys have to run up to the car because what if there's somebody else in the car? Just because you see one guy doesn't mean there's somebody else in there. So you see where, I'm not calling it collapsing, but you see when officers are committed to something, other officers have to commit too because they have to protect them, okay? They'd waited, then everybody could wait until they get them out, like you see on TV, and go out there. But sometimes things happen, and we're human beings. Some officers respond differently. Some officers get really excited. Some officers get scared. There's all kinds of stuff going on because we're human beings. Anyway, they rush the car, which I'm busy covering the driver and walking around. My partner's covering the driver, and you see guys going by you. Well, I'm off this now. I'm watching this guy. So I ran up. I cuffed him. I see the officers basically grab this guy on the open door of the passenger, and he just never saw ground, man. He just flew in the air, and down he is, and they cuff him. And of course, you guys in the car with the shotgun looking in the car. They go, it's clear. And they hit the trunk a few times, open it up, it's clear, and it's done, okay? Which is pretty cool. Okay, so now we'll go back to the primary directive here. Suspects are picked up, put in another car. I already covered this before. We go up and we search. We've got a tenured officer, so we're searching the car. We find some marijuana. There's no guns. It's just a stolen car. It's somebody else's car, unfortunately. And it was a question brought up here, one of my friends, that if it's somebody else's car and they wreck it, who pays for it? Of course, you do. Okay? If the car's impounded and you were notified 3 days later that your car in there, or you get a letter in the mail or whatever, it's mail now, old days, you go pick up your car that got robbed the other night, guess who pays the tolls? Okay? You do. this is something that the defense attorneys and liberals don't want you to know, that everything these criminal does, someone has to pay for it, and the last person going to pay for it is the criminal. Okay? You're going to pay for it. You're going to pay, this guy stole my car and I got to pay? Yeah, that's the way the system's set up. Believe you had it my way, I would put that guy in jail and have him work every day until he pays off all the damage. That's what I would do. I'm a hard man, but hey, go work a farm somewhere. Go pick strawberries. Go plow fields. Go pick up trash and work every day for a certain salary until you pay off that victim's money. No, it's not going to happen. That's why your damn uninsured motorist is so dang high, because of these idiots. They're not going to pay anything. They got 2 cents in their pocket. What are they going to pay? Not pay anything. Okay, so anyway, taking the custody. My partner's whipping out a sheet to impound the car. The tow truck driver's there. Here you go. Car's gone. I'm taking care of the suspects. Get in the car, walk up. The car's taken away. Sergeant walks up. That was pretty good. You get everybody okay? We're fine. The suspects hurt? No, they seem to be okay. All right, here we go. Clear the scene in 3 minutes, 5 minutes, we're done. Back to station. He does a report. I don't have any evidence, because there's no evidence. Maybe some pot. 20 minutes, 30 minutes will go by. Take the guys to jail. Within an hour and a half, 2 hours, we are done. D-U-N, we're done. Okay? And again, about an hour a body is administrative paperwork. A couple hours do this. With a recruit, it'll be different. I'll tell you later. So 2 hours, we're done. We get in our car and we go to a local burrito stand, like I've always said. We get their food out. We eat on the trunk of the car, and we tell each other how great we are and what we did. Smile a little bit. You get back in the car and let's do some more. That's what you do. Okay. Now, go to the recruit. Ugh. I shudder. I think I'm getting signals here. I rambled on. I'm so sorry, but I hope you enjoy these things. I try to cover as much as I can. We don't have enough time to go into the next one. Okay, so I'll get back to you and hope you enjoyed that one. It's a little short, but that's okay. I kind of go for a while. Bye-bye.